How you doing, Lamarcus? Can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, my name is Marcus Cole. I am from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I graduated from Arkansas State University with the Bachelor's in Computer Science.
Is there anybody that influenced you to do art?
As far as influence goes for drawing, the only person I can say in my family that influenced me to draw would be my pops. He grew up drawing, and that's actually where I get my natural ability to draw is from him. And so I would see him drawing, and it kind of stuck with me. And so when I went through what I went through in college, it kind of brought me back to square one, which was drawing, because I've been drawing since I was a kid, actually, and it just kind of rekindled the fire for it once I got into college.
What is the theme of your comic?
Currently, I am working on a comic to have published myself. The theme of my comic is actually Pangea. A long time ago, the Earth, when it was first formed, all the land masses were put together and they called it Pangea. And so for my comic, that is the theme of what I'm aiming for, back when all mankind was together and we were all one. I'm just kind of going off of that theme for right now.
Which area of artwork do you feel is the most important?
I feel like the area of artwork that is most important to me would be drawing people, actual individuals, rather than objects, landscapes, animals, different things like that. Because when I first started drawing, these were the type of things that I drew, were people. It was always people, and rather than landscapes. I can draw landscapes too, but I focus more on individuals themselves, like drawing people and turn them into animations.
Who is your favorite artist?
My favorite artist of all time is by far Picasso. He has some of the best art that I've ever seen personally, and the thing that I like about it is different. It's not your typical art, it's abstract. So I'm saying, like, you're not going to see a picture of somebody and then he paints it or draws it and it looks exactly like that person. Instead, he'll take an eye, for example, the eyes. One eye will be extremely big and the other one will be very, very small, giving it like a kind of crazed, dazed look. And then on top of that, they'll be out of place too. So they won't be side by side parallel. They'll be, you know what I'm saying, vertical or just out of the ordinary. It's abstract, and it helps you it kind of brightens the mind when you're looking at it. You just kind of see it from different angles. And that's the way I kind of like to approach life, is different from everybody else. I don't like to kind of follow the path that everybody else follows. And so I kind of get that same influence and the same style from Picasso.
Who are your main supporters?
When it comes to support, my main supporters would be my immediate family and also my friends. Some of my close friends, they always support me and make sure I'm drawing and I'm working on a comic and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because they really inspired me to draw. Once they saw that I could draw and was pretty good at it, they wanted me to pursue it, and because they saw it makes me happy. So it makes me happy that it makes them happy. So it's just a cycle, I guess.
What is your favorite style of art?
My favorite style of art, this is probably the easiest question, is definitely Japanese style. That's where I got my whole animation influence, and as far as my drawing style itself is even Japanese. The way I draw my eyes on my people, my characters, their hands, their feet, the way I draw everything is pretty much influenced by the Japanese anime style. And
what inspired you to draw?
what inspired me to draw was a number of different personal things that happened in my life, from depression to breakups and different things like that. It kind of inspired me to draw, because when I would draw, I would get like good feedback, positive feedback about the drawings and stuff that I did. So it just motivated me to keep going on.
What do you gain from doing art?
What do I gain from drawing? I guess I would say that there's pleasure behind it. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's a general satisfaction on the inside. Like I said, when I was depressed, it helped pick my spirits up, just positive feedback, and not even necessarily the feedback that I would get, because sometimes the feedback isn't positive, but the fact that I finished this masterpiece and I made it turn out exactly how I wanted it to turn out, and it looks how it looks in my head on paper now, Like that inspires me, that encourages me, that gives me drive to keep doing it. That's that's the biggest thing that I guess I should say I gained from it, is satisfaction and drive.
What are some of your long-term goals that you want to accomplish in artwork?
My long-term goals would definitely be to eventually have my own TV show, my own animation out, like a weekly series that airs every Friday or something, for example, and kind of like Avatar, The Last Airbender, something like that. But it would be my own story, of course. So yeah.
Well, since we're about to wrap it on up, do you have a website or maybe social media people can follow you at? That way they can continue to see your work?
If any of you are interested in my work, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Lamarcus Cole and Instagram at l.cole__.